Hey guys, Darin Nakakihara here. I am so excited to be a part. Holy cow, this is going to be a challenge. Hey guys, Darin Nakakihara here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so lucky to be part of this series that Florence from Teacher Tales has put together. It is called So You Want to Start a YouTube Channel. No, wait, is that what it's called? Let me look, hold on. Okay, it is called, it's called Starting a Teacher YouTube Channel series. I am so lucky to be a part of this little group of teachers that is putting together this series called Starting a Teacher YouTube Channel, organized by the wonderfully talented Florence from Teacher Tales, and includes some of my favorite teacher tubers. I can't wait to see their videos. So we have Florence from Teacher Tales. She's going to be talking about some of the things that you might want to consider before you start your channel. And then we have Jen from Genuine Teaching, who's going to talk about how to integrate social media. And then Christina Costa from Teach Like a Girl, she's going to talk about creating a thumbnail. And Mr. Thane, Kyle Thane, he's going to be talking about filming and camera techniques. And then I'm going to be talking about vlogging tips. And then Miss May is going to be talking about how to deal with the haters. And then Fernanda Sandoval from That One Happy Classroom is going to talk about filming at school. So if you are interested at all in starting a teacher YouTube channel, then you have come to the right place. All right, vlogging tips. Vlogging tips. Well, you know, the first tip that I have for you is always tell a story. So I've said it before, but I come from the Casey Neistat School of Vlogging. And if you haven't seen Casey, he is probably the most famous vlogger out there, at least top 3. And he is a filmmaker by trade. So he always stresses that his vlogs have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And as teachers, we understand that, right? That's how we teach writing. You gotta have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And you try to hook them in the middle, you try to hook them in the beginning, and then tell your story and have it have a beginning, middle, and an end. So I always try to have, you know, when we're vlogging at school, it's pretty easy. You start off with your day, you spend a few minutes introducing what's going on in your day, and then you film throughout the day, and at the end of the day, you kind of sum things up. So through the course of our day as teachers, it's pretty easy to tell that story of beginning, middle, and end. And you know, at the beginning of the day, you're not always sure what you're going to be talking about. So it will develop throughout the day, but you kind of introduce the day, and the story will kind of evolve from there. So you say, you know, this is what I got planned for today. Today I'm going to be talking about writing, and then you know, you kind of focus in on that. Now here's my vlogging tip number 1. Ding! Vlogging tip number 1. I guess this is vlogging tip number 2. Vlogging tip number 2. Vlogging tip number 2 is B-roll. Okay? If you don't know what B-roll is all the extra footage that you shoot throughout the day that you kind of cut in to show what your story is about. So you're going to be talking about things, but the B-roll is all the things that help enhance your story and show visually what's going on throughout the course of your story here. So B-roll is so key, and it's something that you have to really get used to shooting. So if you're shooting in your classroom with your students and you're not sure if you have permission to shoot all of their faces, you know, the images of them, then you need to shoot some B-roll that doesn't show their faces. So you can show like their hands when they're writing, or you show their feet when they're moving from place to place. Stuff like that, B-roll. Tip number 3 comes to you from a photography point of view. Now there's something that I've been kind of gravitating to recently, and that's the whole cinematic sequence. I've been trying to implement some of that into my vlogging style. There's definitely a Casey Neistat flavor to everything that I shoot. And if you watch, I'll shoot something with at 30 frames per second, so just a regular phone footage. I shoot vlogging. When I vlog, I use my phone almost exclusively. So if you watched any of the stuff that I did in Sweden, that was all shot with my iPhone 7. And there's like, it shoots in 4K from the front camera, so we're talking about some high quality footage here. And if you set it to slow motion, slow-mo, you can shoot at 120 frames per second. And what that does is it allows you to slow down the footage. So you can do slow motion footage, and it just makes your footage so dramatic, so dramatic. And so set your phone in slow-mo. Utilize all the features of your phone when you're vlogging. So when you're shooting B-roll, get some slow motion footage. And on an iPhone, it's just the click of a button. Super easy. So now let's talk about vlogging. When we talk about teacher tubers, there's 2 kinds of teacher tuber styles that are out there, okay? And the first style is what most people consider vlogging, and it's where you're taking your audience out on the adventure of your day. So you're showing all the actual footage of your day, and that's what a lot of people consider the vlogging style. The other style of teacher tuber that you're going to see is where they just set up a camera and then they just start talking. And I love both of these things. I find them so entertaining. Like, you know the love I feel for Megan over at Too Cool for Middle School. She just sets up a camera and starts talking, and I can listen to her for hours. And that's one style. The other style is like, you'll see like Mr. Thane, he puts his camera all over the place. Is like Mr. Thane. He'll take you on a trip with him, and he'll show you all the elements of his day, and he cuts in some B-roll here and there. And when you look at my own stuff, when I went to Sweden last week, you can see all the different parts of my day, and I try to take you and tell you the story of my day. So those are the 2 different types of teacher tubers that you'll find out there. And within that, you'll see some people just want to reflect and talk about their practice, and other people will try to teach you something. So on my channel, I do a lot of ed tech things, and I try to teach you something about technology. So a lot of my stuff is tech tips. And honestly, when I first started vlogging, I was trying to really just reflect on my day and on my practice, and that was how it was all born. Like, I just wanted to find an avenues where I can consistently reflect on what I was doing as a teacher, and where I can improve, and what was working, what wasn't working. And that's so important for us to do in some medium. I just found that making a vlog and putting it out there on YouTube gave me some accountability. So for instance, if I was talking about trying to become, I don't know, certified in something, I would, if I put it out there for everyone to see, I felt like I was a little more accountable, and I had to follow through. And those are some of my vlogging tips. Again, I want to thank Florence over at Teacher Tales for including me in this. I was so surprised that I got invited into this little party, but because all of the people in here I have so much respect for, and I love their channels. Like, they are people that I really like. What the heck am I doing here with these guys? But I love them. If you're watching, thank you for watching. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to check out all those other videos. I love you guys. Teacher tubers are the best. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.